Hi, my name is Guy, and in this channel, I'm going to share my journey into different crypto projects and other tech-related topics. If you're interested in this type of content, you're welcome to join me. In this video, I'm going to talk about issues that you might have with your chia farm and how you can fix them. So let's get started. So these are the topics that we're going to cover today. I'm also going to put timelines in the description below, so if you want to skip to some specific topic, feel free to do so. Now for troubleshooting, I'm mostly going to refer the command line, the CLI, first because Chia GUI is quite buggy and still have some issues, and second, the command line can be used on any operating system. I'm going to show you on Windows and Linux. So let's start with how to use the command line. We will start with Windows. What you want to do is open PowerShell. After you open PowerShell, first we need to go into the Chia software folder. In order to do that, you will type cd and the path to your Chia software folder. Please note that you will have to replace Guy with your user, and if you are using a different version than 1.2.2, you will have to replace it with the version that you are using. Now that we are in this folder, we can use the Chia command line by typing chia, and if we put -h, you can see the different commands that you can use with Chia. If you are on Linux, in my case Ubuntu, then it's a little bit different. What you want to do is go into the Chia folder and you want to activate the environment. Once you activate the environment, you can use the Chia commands. In this case, we don't need the / before that. Also note that you can use the -h with all the other commands. For example, and it will show you the options for this specific command. So now you know how to use Chia command line. We can move to the next item, which is how to check your logs. First, you want to change the log level from warning to info. So let's see how you can do that. So there are two ways how you can change the log level. The first one is with command line. For that, you will type chia configure, and let's do -h to see the options. You can see here that we have log level. So if we will do chia configure -log level, and then you want to put info. This will update the configuration, but keep in mind that you have to restart Chia in order to take effect. The second option is with editing the configuration file. You will find the configuration file here, under Users, Your User, Chia, mainnet, config, and here you have config.yaml. When you open the configuration file, you can see here log level info. If you see here warning, you need to change it to info. And if we are here, I can also show you where is the log. So the log would be under mainnet log. Here you will find debug.log. You can open the log manually and search in it if you want, but I prefer to do this with the command line. So if you want to watch the log and see every new line written, what you can do is tail the log. For that, you want to type get content, the path to the log folder. Please keep in mind again to change this to your user. And then -tail, and this number determines how many of the last lines the log will show. And -wait will wait for the next line to be written. Every new line that is written to the log will present it to the screen. If you are on Linux, then the command will be tail -f and the path to the debug log. And this will show you every new line written to the log. So what do we want to check in the log? For example, if you want to see if you send partials to the pool, then if you are on Windows, you can do get content, again, the path to the log, pipe, select string, and then select what you are looking for. In this case, partial. If you are on Linux, then the command will be cat, the path to the log, grep, partial. And then you will see something like that, submitted partial to the pool. In my case, I use space pool. One more thing you will want to search in the logs is if you have any errors. So instead of partial, you can search for error, and then you will see if you have any error in the log. So now you know how to check the logs. So we can move to the next one. The next one is going to be short, because I saw many people complain they ask for mojo from a faucet, but they don't see it in the wallet. So the main reason for that is that your wallet is not fully synced with the blockchain network. You have to wait until it's fully synced, and then you should see the mojo. In some cases, you'll need to restart the GUI because it's not always showing. The next one is if you have sync issues. The first thing that you want to check is that your node can communicate with other nodes, and this happens on port 8444. I will advise you to follow the official guide on Chia website, so let's check that out. I will include the link to this guide in the description below. But basically you want to follow the instruction over here. One thing I want to mention is that if your syncing is slow, you might want to add manually more peers from this list over here. You can also check to which peers your node is connected with the command line. So let's see how you can do that. To check your peers, you can use the following command: chia show -c. And this will show you which other peers you are connected to. Okay, so now you know how to check the logs, you know that your node is syncing, is fully synced now, and everything is fine. You connected to the pool and you want to check some information about the pool and that everything is okay. In order to do that, let's go back to the command line. So in order to check your NFT, you will want to use this command: chia plot NFT show. This will show you your status, the pool that you are working on, and some other information. For example, your launcher ID, your pool contract address, and this is the address that you will want to use when you are plotting. For example, if you're using MadMax, this will be what you put after the -c. Next, you can see here the payout instructions. This is your wallet address, and this is where the pool will do the payouts to. Currently, there is no way in Chia to change that, so this will always be the wallet where you created the NFT with. Okay, so let's move to the next one. So you are connected to the pool and you want to check that everything is fine. Or maybe on the pool website, you don't see all the information. This can happen if you are not sending partials or proofs. So you already saw in the plot NFT show that you have status, and this is one indication. The next thing you want to check, again, is the log, and to make sure that you are sending partials. So I already showed you before that you can search for pattern in the log. For example, partial, and then you can see if you are submitting partials to the pool. One more thing that you can look for is proofs. And you can see here, whenever you found one proof or more, this means that you sent partials to the pool. This can also mean that you found a block. But when working with pool plots, in most cases, this is just sending partials. And in most of the cases, you will see found 0 proofs, which is perfectly normal. One more thing to note is that if you have a farmer and multiple harvesters, you will not see submitting partials on the harvesters. You will only see this found 1 proof on the harvester side, and the partials, that will be only on the farmer side. I'm currently on my harvester, and if we will search for partials, you will see that we will find none. But on the farmer, if we search for partial, then you will see that we have submitted partials. And this will be for the farmer and all the harvesters. If you are in Space Pool, then you can also check this on the website itself. And again, big shout out to all the guys in Space Pool, which doing amazing work. You can go here, and you have partials tab. And you can see here all the partials that you are submitting, and if you have multiple harvesters, you will see them in the list over here. And you want to make sure that all your partials are valid. Invalid partials can be because your response time was too late, or maybe you have some other issues. Okay, one more question I see a lot of people ask. On the pool website, you might see that you have less plots or estimated size than what you really have. And this can be a little bit confusing for some people, so I want to explain that. I also encourage you to read the article from Spacepool about how estimation is working. So let's check it out. I will include a link to this article in the description below. So what you need to understand in short is that the pool doesn't have any specific information about the plots. You are not reporting how many plots exactly do you have or what is the size overall that you have on your computer. The only thing that you are sending is the partials, is the proof for the plots that you have. And the pool needs to estimate from the partials that you are sending how many plots do you have. So you can read this article. It's not too long and it's very informative. But basically, there is a formula how you can estimate how many plots one have based on how many partials they sent. One more thing. Because partials are sent, but they are not sent in a fixed rate, so this is an estimation only and it can vary. So it's perfectly normal if you see it goes up and down in 10 or even 20%. Okay, so we are in the last one, so bear with me. Hopefully, you are replacing your solo plots or OG plots one by one with the new pool plots or NFT plots. So how you can differentiate between those two plots? Well, first, I hope you put them in different folders, so this will be easier to manage. But if you don't or you want to check, the difference is that the OG plots will have pool key, where NFT plots will have pool contract. We can check that either in the GUI or, in our case, in the command line. So to check the plot, you want to use this command. Chia plots check and then -G and the path to the plots where you want to check. In this case, I'm going to take just one plot and this is OG plot. So you can see here that this plot has pool, public key and some key. Now let's check the NFT plot. So this is the result for NFT plot. You can see here that it will have pool public key, none. And this is how you can differentiate between OG plots to NFT plots. So now you have a few tools and you can check and maybe solve some of the issues that you might have with your Chia farm. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below and I will try to address those. So that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.